Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective tarot for today. Today is a Monday. Ooh, why did I want to say March? It's May 5th, 2025. Today is the 5-5 portal if you're interested in that. I think I put some of the information here on YouTube. I know I did it on my Lemonade and my Blue Sky. And I even popped into my Facebook and put it up there for some friends. But, yeah, 5-5 portal. Haley's comet. I don't know why I always want to say comment. Comet. And, something else. Oh, today was Cinco de Mayo. We had free tacos at work. You may follow me on the Talk, the Tube, the Lemonade, the Blue Sky Show Social, the Pinterest, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, we love that for you. Whatever does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use Intuitive City Oracle by Rob Barthelman. You can find that at intuitiveintention.com. He also sells his decks in the TikTok shop. Yeah, 5-5 portal, Haley's Comet, and Cinco de Mayo. Haley's Comet is today and tomorrow. The 5-5 portal actually started probably a couple days ago, technically, because it starts a little bit before and it goes like a little bit after the 5th. So I would say probably like Wednesday, Thursday, you're probably done with all that. We got 3 on the table. Oh, it's one of my favorites. Ooh, that is not my favorite. We got 3 on the table, 1 major. Dun 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 dun. All right. Quit messing around, Kim. Okay, we got 4 on the table, 2 major. I breathed in too much cat hair or something. Lake Zurich. Who the heck would be calling me from Lake Zurich? I was going to say the ex-husband, but it's not his phone number. I don't go to the doctor in Lake Zurich. We got 6 on the table, 2 major. Let's do 2 more shuffles. Don't worry, I'm not going to stop to check my phone. I only do stuff like that when I tell you beforehand that I might have to step out or do something. I mean, sometimes I forget, but not usually. Okay, one more shuffle. Ooh, okay. So this reading is not very positive, I'm just going to say. Whew, top of the deck is pretty good. All right. What is going on today, peeps? We've got the 6 of Cups. We've got the Devil. We've got King of Swords. We've got the Magician. We've got 7 of Swords. Five of Swords. And bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. It's just energy. And this is just energy. And I'm getting a couple things here. 3 things, really. So this could be just someone in their head about this could just be someone in their head about their past actions, past behavior, and trying to manifest themselves with the Magician card, like out of that 7 of Swords, that 5 of Swords, that 2 of Swords. The descriptions on the cards are as follows: 7 of Swords, dishonesty; 5 of Swords, confrontation; and 2 of Swords, inner conflict. And those are just roundabout words to sum up the meaning of the card. Sometimes as a reader, you can get other things from it. You can see things, feel things, hear things. And again, really the only thing that I'm seeing is 3 different possibilities of who this could mesh with. So again, the first one is somebody trying to manifest themselves out of, like, again, like their past behavior, their past thoughts, their past negativity. With the 6 of Cups energy, the devil energy, self-addictions for the devil. You can also throw other things in there with the devil card, like narcissism, things like that. The reverse is empowerment, meaning you're empowered to be who you are and do what you do, and basically empowering yourself to heal and to grow and to change and all of that stuff. Whereas when you look at it in the upright and it's the devil card, self-addictions, like, I'm not gonna lie, I just heard meanie, like it's being a meanie. It could be narcissism. It could be even things mental health wise. Because let's face it, if you have trauma and it causes you mental health issues and that goes unchecked for a period of time, that snowballs into other things. Continued mental health issues, increasing mental health issues, I should say. So this could be somebody trying to manifest for basically like enlightenment, empowerment, healing, that kind of thing. The other thing I'm getting is and don't hate me for saying it, but someone manifesting for some not so good things for other people. With the 6 of Cups, like somebody looking at past energy and not being in a really great mind frame, right? Mentality. With the King of Swords, like this person is just like, well, it just kind of makes sense for me to manifest for someone else's downfall, for someone else to be lied to, for someone to have too many situational issues, like with friends, family, lovers, spouses, whatever, and for somebody to be in their head about it. And I'm not even really getting, you guys know how I always say like nasty energy. I'm not even really getting nasty energy or a feeling of it. I'm getting more of like, eh, yeah, I don't want them to get that new job. I don't want them to date that new person. They make too much money. I don't want them to get that new car. Then their car will be better than mine. It's just kind of like matter of fact. Again, with the King of Swords, it's all just kind of like matter of fact with this person. Like, I'm just going to wish for somebody's downfall and demise. It's okay. Someone that with the King of Swords and it says rational, somebody tries to rationalize this type of behavior, this type of thought process. And to me, yes, could be narcissism for sure, but it also gives of somebody that probably has mental health issues that went unchecked. I've told you guys billions of times, right? Billions about the ex best friend and how I believe she had her own childhood trauma that she never dealt with. There's some that I know of, and then there's some that I know of. Like when we've talked about things in the past and her answers, I could just feel the shift in the conversation, the tone of the conversation. And I knew that, like, depending on what we were talking about, some things were wrong. And that whatever she was saying, like, oh, no, that didn't happen. Yes, that happened. It didn't happen. Like some things she fibbed about, some things she flipped around. So I believe she has a lot of trauma from the past, from her childhood, for sure, that she denies. And I've told you guys before that I feel like she has narcissism. Yes, I mean we all have a little bit of narcissism, but I'm talking like hardcore narcissism. And I also think that she just had so much trauma that she didn't deal with, and it ate at her for, I mean, I'm going to be 45, guys. She just turned 45 in April. She just turned 45 in April. So you're talking, 35, 40 years of childhood trauma. It festers for that long. Like you're bound to have some mental health issues. You're bound to be not right in the head, right? It kind of gives off that energy a little bit, like someone just rationalizing, trying to destroy someone else's life. And to me, I would say that's diabolical. And diabolical to me would be insanity. That's just my thought on it. And the definition of insanity is repeating the same action, expecting different results. And what do I say about manifesting for bullshit for people, right? Like, I don't believe that that works. I believe that that comes back on you. And I believe if you get up every morning with positive intention, with enlightenment, with love in your heart, God on your mind, right? This can't touch you. Whatever this manifestation is, like this would not be able to touch you. And that's my belief. The third option is the old standby, right? This is somebody looking at their past, looking at whatever they were involved in with the devil card, addictions. Possible addictions, I should say. And this is kind of the reverse. This is someone manifesting to not be in Seven of Swords energy, to not be in Five of Swords energy, to not be in Two of Swords energy. With the King of Swords card, whoever this version is, whoever this person is, with the King of Swords says rational. Like this is someone that just realizes, and I've said this many times before, this is just someone that realizes it makes sense for them to kind of heal themselves of their issues as they go forward. And whoever this person is with the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Two of Swords, they might have been a big fibber, a big liar with the dishonesty on the Seven of Swords. That would have always led to them having confrontations with other people because they would lie about stuff. And then it would kind of eat at them because, if you get found out to be a liar, how do you function with family and friends if they all know that you're lying, you're a fibber? Okay, I don't know who that is because I'm not expecting a package, so. Yeah. Yeah, this is just someone trying to basically, I don't want to say bad habits because that kind of downplays it, but at the same time, like if this person's main issue is lying, go start seeing a therapist to figure out why you lie, Every and let's just be honest, right? We're all humans. Let's just be honest. We all lie every once in a while, right? Is it necessary? Is it okay? No, technically not, but what are you lying about? And again, not that it really matters. You should never really lie, but it's just kind of like when people ask you like where you are in your life and what you're doing and what you're working on and all that. And it's like, I don't even really want to talk about it anymore. I've just gotten to the point where, um, and I know this is going to sound weird. Okay. This is going to sound weird. And you might say, hey, Kim, you're surrounded by the wrong people. But I see people out there doing great things, amazing things. A friend of mine from work, she's a lot younger than me. She's in her late 20s. Beautiful girl, lost a ton of weight, works out every day, comes to work. She had issues with her driving. She had her license taken away. She got her license back finally. She's on restricted driving for so long, but she got her license back after years of trying to get it back. She pulled herself out of a really shitty relationship a couple months ago, last year, end of last year. And she's just a real sweetheart. She really is just a real sweetheart. And I try as best I can to like kind of keep up with her stuff on TikTok and well, I'm not really going to go on Facebook that much anymore, but um, she was on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and I said to her, I said, you're doing so well with yourself. Why don't you teach others? Like, why don't you like become a trainer? Why don't you help people work out and establish programs and do things like that? Like, that would be so awesome. Like, I could see her doing so many great things with that because she loves to do it. She really loves to do it. Um, I have my friend from a long time ago. We've been friends since like, I don't even know, kindergarten. She lives up in Wisconsin with her husband and her two sons. She's a freaking fabulous photographer. I wish she would do more with it. She's a great painter. Like let's get a studio. Let's start doing art. Let's get going here. Let's do something. You know? Like I see these people being able to do all these amazing things. And it's kind of funny because when I talk about the things that I do, it's like, oh, that sounds great. That's nice. And there's never really any interest. And if there is interest, it's almost like the interest is that they don't believe me. And let me just say let me just say this. And I do not in any way mean to downplay like what I take part in, my hobbies, all that stuff. But you guys know, if you watch me, you guys know that I've been writing my books, 3 books. They're short, more like short stories because I originally thought they were going to be comic books. I want to put them all together in one book. I want to self-publish summer, fall. Could be that by the end of the year, whatever, somewhere around there. And I talk about it all the time with people, and people look at me like writing a book must be one of the hardest things to do on the planet because they look at me like they don't believe me that I could write a book. And I literally have to stand there and think, if you don't believe that a human being can write a book, then what is it that you should be doing that you don't believe you can do? Does that make sense? Like, again, not to downplay my own accomplishments, but I really feel like if you wanted to write down thoughts and write a book, and again, I'm not trying to downplay myself, but any idiot could go out there and write something. How many kids write short stories and poetry in middle school and high school? Hundreds, thousands, right? I think we had, how many people did we have in our graduating class? 600, 700, 500? I don't know, somewhere around there. You're talking about 500 students that all wrote short stories and poems. It's not that hard to believe that another human being could write a book. So is it just me? Like they look at me and they're like, nah, you couldn't write a book. Or do they literally just think like they can't do anything, so nobody else can either? You know? Sometimes I wonder about that. Because like people will just like, oh yeah, you're writing a book, yeah, sure. Like, When I tell people I do tarot online, they're just like, oh, that's interesting. Click, like their mind shuts down. Or when I tell them my TikTok went viral, like they're like, yeah, I don't have a TikTok account. I don't know what that is. Okay, but you're on Facebook, right? Like, it's not that far off. It's pretty similar in the overall scheme of things. I don't know. People just kind of amaze me. And there's other people out there that believe that they can do amazing, great things, but they don't believe anybody else can. And it's kind of funny because I always feel like I'm the opposite. And not to toot my own horn, but I always feel like I'm encouraging others, to try and get them to fulfill their life's purpose. And other people are like, oh, well, I write music, but nobody else in the world can write music. Like, what? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I mean, I know it's not just me. I know I'm seeing these things in people, and it's just really weird to me that humans wouldn't support other humans. And again, like if you look at me and you think, oh, she thinks she's so great, she can write a book. You can write a book. You could sit down with a pad of paper and a pen and write a book. Like, there is nothing stopping you from doing it. There's nothing stopping you from becoming a painter, a photographer, a musician, a singer, a chef. The sky's the limit. Why why would you limit yourself, right? I don't know. It's really frustrating for me when I see humans not for other humans, and then when I see humans thinking that they can't do anything and other people can't do anything either. Where does that mentality come from? And it's got to be lack mindset. It's got to be a lack of confidence in oneself to think that nobody else can do it either. You know? I don't know. It's a little frustrating for me, I'm not going to lie. And that's what I was going to say. I've gotten to the point where, like, I don't talk about, other than on here, honestly, I haven't been talking about anything going on in my personal life. I went to one of my friends at work asking a question because I was looking to find an attorney for a family member, and I asked her a few questions, and but other than that, like, I haven't been talking about anything going on with my personal life with anybody because there's no real support there. And that's fine. You not supporting me just shows me that you don't really have a long-standing place in my life. Okay. You know, then I guess your status gets bumped down, right? The friend I only see twice a year, the coworker I only talk to every Tuesday. It is what it is. I think I'm going to leave this here. I've rambled on long enough. 3 different type of situations that could be occurring here for you. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope you all have a great day or night wherever you are. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.